UDR compliance necessitates groundbreaking, revolutionary software solutions.
And innovatively.
No, stop, please. Hi, everybody. I'm Hana from Prewave, and I'm sorry about that. If you need an EUDR compliance solution, there's only one question you need to ask yourself. Does it actually help you comply? Okay, let's explore how Prewave helps you navigate EUDR, protecting this, as well as your company's supply chain, reputation, and profits. We all know that starting December 30th, you need to prove that products you place on the EU market or export from the EU are deforestation-free and compliant with local legislation. The affected products are wood, cocoa, soy, palm oil, rubber, coffee, and cattle. Now, you might be confident that the materials for your products are responsibly sourced. But the EUDR asks two questions. Are you sure? And can you prove it? Prewave's EUDR solution is the quickest way to answer both. Here's how. First, data setup. Use our template to feed products and suppliers into our system. Every shipment of EUDR products entering the EU needs a due diligence statement, so it pays to keep an eye on scalability. Our easy-to-use API keeps your effort down. Next up, supplier information gathering. The EUDR demands information on where your materials were sourced and by who. You need to provide plot names and geolocations and producer information and production dates, or due diligence statements from your suppliers with this information. Now, that's a lot of data, and it's a key challenge of EUDR. If they don't know the legislation, your suppliers may not have the producer geolocation data to hand. Here, EUDR compliance can go two ways. Either you have to chase information or you use Prewave's advanced supplier engagement module. Send product origin requests to suppliers, and they get an email so that they can enter their data or forward the request up the supply chain. Simple, right? EUDR means looking at supplier information and deciding how big the deforestation risk is. The Prewave solution is different to alternatives for EUDR. Our supplier maturity assessments, verified by Taylor Wessing, prioritize trusted suppliers. If due diligence statements already exist, we can reuse these to fast-track requests. Our long-standing AI algorithms automate producer legislation checks, a solution not available elsewhere. In doing so, we reduce the number of risk assessments you need. During risk assessments, we assess how well producers comply with local legislation, an EUDR-specific 360-degree score. This is calculated using statistical analysis and media screening for human and environmental right violations. In high-risk cases, we work with Taylor Wessing to get more information with self-assessment questionnaires. However, there's one last step. EUDR is pretty unique. To prove a location is deforestation-free, you need to validate with satellite imagery. If you're using an open source data, there is a risk of false positives that causes products to get blocked incorrectly. That's why we've partnered with Diligence to validate locations. More accuracy, less risk, simpler compliance. Hopefully, your risk analysis won't show any risk or compliance issues. If it does, Prewave helps you solve them using the Action Platform. Here you can order further assessments, on-site audits, or training for on-site personnel. Then, the moment you've been waiting for, producing your due diligence statements. Prewave connects to EU traces, generating and uploading certificates automatically, so you don't have to. Record keeping for 5 years is included, meaning you can generate new certificates again and again and again. Compliance doesn't have to be complicated, and with Prewave, it isn't. Our solution scales with your company and is totally flexible with your needs, not just for EUDR, but other regulations too. Let's start your Prewave journey today.